The Truth About Goblins. Chapter 34. It was past midnight by the time Kit pried his eyes open. Drowsy as ever, he reached for the clock lying on the floor. And then he panicked. The Ace of Clubs was opening in half an hour. But he relaxed soon after, remembering that he had the day off. He let out a sigh and plopped back down on the bed. His legs were still sore from yesterday, but his mind was sharpening up for another night in the market. There was no getting back to sleep now. He shed his blankets and reached for a set of clean clothes. One last night, he thought. One last night all to myself. Careful to keep quiet, he crept down the hall to see if Annie was awake. Moments later, the sound of snoring told him that she was not. Disappointed, he made his way downstairs to see if anyone else was up. Expecting to find Ophelia concocting elixirs over the stove, he was surprised to see Sapphira instead, packing her bag while Cam watched from the kitchen table. "Morning?" said Kit, confused. "It's lunchtime," said Cam, shoving a grilled cheese sandwich into his mouth. "Mom left some on the stove." "Oh, goody." He went over and grabbed one. "Grilled cheese for breakfast, my favorite." He took a bite and turned his attention to Sapphira. "So what are you doing up, crazy kid? I thought for sure Annie would wake up before you." "I don't want to keep Timothy waiting," she said, zipping up her bag. "Your mother said he came to get me this morning, but she didn't wake me up." He laughed. "Yeah, I bet she wouldn't. But why so soon? Can't you stay for a sandwich or something?" "I'm anxious to get back." She pulled the bag over her shoulder. "Let your mother know that I appreciate her hospitality, and if there's anything I can ever do for her, all she has to do is ask." "Okay." About to take another bite, he hesitated. "Sapphira?" She stopped, already halfway through the curtain. "Yes?" "Do you wanna..." He paused. "Wanna come grab a drink with me?" She stared at him. "A drink?" "Yeah, a drink. At the club. With me." Cam shifted in his seat, watching the exchange with rekindled interest. "Well," she bit her lip, "I don't really drink, and I'm not really a club person." "Have you ever been to the Ace of Clubs?" "Well, no, but..." "Then how can you say for sure?" He offered a wry smile. "Tell you what, you go back, get freshened up, and I'll swing by in an hour or so on our way to the club. Sound good?" Again, she seemed uncertain. "I should really stay and help Timothy clean up." Now, he said, waving a finger. "You know how Timothy would feel if he knew you were giving up an evening of fun to help him tidy things up at the shop." She smiled. "He would be mortified." "Great," he said, clapping his hands with an air of finality. "It's settled. I'll be by in an hour to pick you up." She paused a moment, clearly reluctant. Okay. Annie's coming too, right?" "Sure." A smirk played across his lips. "If she gets up in time. Better get ready. I'll be on my way soon enough." "All right." She turned to leave. "See you in an hour." "See ya." He listened as her footsteps disappeared down the stairs. Rather pleased with himself, he took another bite of his sandwich and leaned against the counter. It was only when he took his second bite that he noticed Cam staring at him. "What?" "Is she the human girl?" he asked, nibbling on his own sandwich. "Yeah." Kit scratched the back of his neck. "Kinda pretty, isn't she?" Cam looked down at his plate. "Prettier than Annie?" "What?" "Nothing. His eyes flickered upwards.
Do you like her? Well, of course I like her, said Kit. Why would I hang out with a girl if I didn't like her?
That's not what I meant. Kit stared at his brother for a long moment.
Oh, you mean if I like her?
He pursed his lips in thought.
I don't know.
Well, you should, he said. If you ask a girl on a date, you should know if you like her. Kit laughed.
Sorry, bro, but I'm not about to take romantic advice from the kid who's afraid of girls.
Cam muttered something under his breath and took another bite.
What about Annie? What about Annie?
He raised an eyebrow.
Oh, like, do I like Annie? Or do I like Annie?
Like. Kit snorted.
None of your business, kiddo.
Cam said nothing in reply.
Whatever,
said Kit, trying to fill the silence.
I've got to get ready.
He stepped out of the kitchen on his way to take a shower.
Think I ought to wear a tie?
But Cam had already disappeared, leaving a mess of seismograms on the table along with his half-eaten sandwich.
I'll take that as a no,
said Kit, to no one in particular. Hey, hi, I'm your narrator, Miranda Eastwood, also the author of The Truth About Goblins. If you liked this chapter, remember to add, follow, or subscribe to this channel so you can hear the next one. And if you didn't like this chapter, oh well, I can't really do anything about that. In any case, I just thought I'd let you know about my Patreon. You can check it out if you'd like to throw some support my way. It would mean a lot to me. Not to mention there's loads of extra exclusive content that I only post on Patreon. While I'm at it, I'll mention that The Truth About Goblins is now available as a complete audiobook, and you can get it wherever you get your audiobooks. Thanks for listening.